my channel. This week there has been a huge trend going around the YouTube community where beauty gurus follow other beauty gurus' tutorials. One of the biggest names in the beauty community that you think of when you think of YouTube beauty is obviously NIKKIE tutorials. So for this video, I am going to be following one of her tutorials. I have it on my computer right in front of me, and this is her soft Smokey Glam tutorial that she posted in January of last year. NIKKIE is known for her completely outrageous high coverage looks, and I don't really have time for that today. It's something that's still a little bit more NIKKIE and intense, but I can walk around Home Depot with it. I have my computer set up in front of me. I'm gonna put a little shot of my screen up here. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. NIKKIE always wears some sort of headband in her tutorials to keep her hair out of the way. All I have are these reindeer antlers from Christmas, so I don't think I'm gonna have most of the products that she's using. So I'm gonna try my best to match what I have with what she's using.
The first thing I'm gonna use today is by Becca. It is called the First Light Priming Filter.
Don't have that. Instead of that Becca primer, I'm gonna go in with my Professional from Benefit. I feel like it does make my pores look smaller and it makes my foundation go on smoother, so, you know.
Started off by applying concealer to the nose area first.
Here's the thing. I'm going to Home Depot, so I'm just gonna skip over this part.
I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Foundation Stick.
I don't have that foundation, but NIKKIE is a full coverage queen. Instead, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is the closest thing that I have to anything as full coverage as NIKKIE uses. Following as NIKKIE does, I put my foundation on my face first, and I'm gonna be using a beauty blender to blend it out. This is not even near as full coverage as NIKKIE is going, but again, Home Depot. Oh, this looks so gross with my lips covered.
Concealer, and go for my favorite Tarte Shape Tape. I know.
I do have Tarte Shape Tape. It is not my favorite concealer, but if NIKKIE's using it, I'm using it. She didn't really show where she put it all, but I'm just gonna stick with this. Okay, I'm all blended out. We're gonna continue on now.
Using my NARS loose powder in Snow.
I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier powder because that's all I have to choose from. And we are going to pack this on just like NIKKIE does. Again, she kind of skipped over where she decided to place all of that, so I'm just gonna place it everywhere that I concealed. Moving on to eyes. I'm gonna take my MAC Painterly Pot in Soft Ochre and this brush from Crown Pro, and I'm gonna pack this on my eyes just like NIKKIE is. When did she do her brows? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and my brows are on. NIKKIE, you did me dirty. You were gonna leave a girl without eyebrows.
For the crease, I'm first going into the brand.
She's using the Kylie Jenner Peach palette. I don't have that. So the closest thing that I can find to that peach is in my Morphe 35W palette. I might mix these two together right here to get that shade that NIKKIE's about to use. Okay, so she really keeps that kind of high and to the outside. It might be a little bit more pink than she has down, but it's all about working with what you got. Okay, I think that's intense enough. I am tired of blending. Let's move on.
Now going in with the color Sandy to define the outer V even more.
Okay, again, I don't have that exact color, but going into my 35W again, I think I'm gonna take this shade right here. It looks pretty similar. She kind of has a flat-ish brush. So I'm gonna take this flat brush from Morphe. It's a little bit fluffy. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna pack it and then blend it like she suggests. I feel like the color that I chose might be a little bit more brown than hers, but yeah, that works. Okay, this eye definitely came out better than this eye, but we're gonna ignore it and we're gonna move on because I'm not NIKKIE tutorials. I can't be perfect.
For Palettes by Jouer, I'm going into this color right here to define that outer portion of the eye.
Okay, so she's just picking up a little bit of a darker brown color there. It seems like the one that she picked up even has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I think I'm going to go into my 35 Warm palette again with this shade right here. She kind of seems to have it on a little bit more of a tapered brush. So I'm also gonna take a taper brush, dip into that, and start packing that on my outer V. How does she get it to blend together so nicely just from patting? And also, this is now taking over everything. I messed up somewhere along the way.
Okay, now that we've really build focus on that outer portion here. It's time to focus on the lid, give it some love. From that same Jouer palette, I'm going to use this color right here.
Okay. I have something similar to that somewhere. I'm gonna use my 35O palette from Morphe, and I'm gonna pick up this color right here. I think it's a little bit more pinky orangey than the one that NIKKIE has, but I think that everything that I picked up today is a little bit more pink, so it'll be okay. We're good. She has this on a flat brush. I'm gonna use a flat brush as well because I am a follower, not a leader. NIKKIE has much smaller eyes than me, but she seems to really cover that inner corner up to the crease, so that's what I'm gonna do as well. Let's see what she moves on to next.
Make forever, and applying this to the center of the lid only.
I don't have that. What I have is from Stila, and it's called Starlight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of this out and put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna pat this onto the center of my lid like NIKKIE's doing. I'm gonna pack that right onto the center of the lid, just like NIKKIE does, and I'm gonna blend that out using whatever is left on the brush. I don't know what I'm doing. That doesn't look that good. Let's continue on. We're not done. We're gonna fix this.
With that chocolate dark brown, and with an angled brush, I'm gonna smoke out my lash line.
I'm gonna take my 35O palette again, and I'm gonna take this dark chocolate brown here and on an angled brush. Wow, my eye looks nothing like her eye looks right now. That's concerning. It looks like she's taking the same angled brush and some black. I'm gonna be taking this black from the Jaclyn Hill palette on an angled brush just like NIKKIE's doing, and it looks like this is picking up a lot. I'm gonna regret this.
For the lower lash line,
NIKKIE, what are you doing? How, NIKKIE, how are you doing this? Just gonna blend it all out because, you know, is this helping? This is a 16-minute video, and I have been sitting here for almost 40 minutes. So, there's that. We're gonna go with it.
Jouer's Cafe eyeshadow, and placing that all the way from the outer to inner corner.
I have no idea what color she just used. I'm gonna take a flat brush and go back into the Morphe 35O, and I'm gonna take this shade right here. Is that too red? I don't care. We're a disaster already. It doesn't really look like NIKKIE's, but it looks okay.
On the waterline, I'm applying a little bit of Jouer cream eyeshadow crayon in Baroque.
I have something like that. This is a Maybelline Color Tattoo up to 24-hour concentrated crayon in Gold Rush. And that is as similar as we are getting.
And lastly, highlighting the inner corners just a tiny bit.
With what? You know what? I know that NIKKIE is an Ofra girl. I am going to use my Ofra palette, and I'm gonna pick up Rodeo Drive mixed with a little bit of Pillow Talk, because that kind of looks like what she's working with color-wise.
Time to wrap up these eyes with some lashes.
Again, I'm going to Home Depot. So instead of false lashes, I am going to use the new Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. Did she wipe away her bake? I think she wiped away her bake. I'm gonna wipe away my bake. Okay, moving on.
Today I'm gonna go into my Makeup Geek Contour Palette. And for my brush, I'll be using this one by Sigma. This is the F90.
So again, I don't have the palette that she's using, but I do have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I have a very similar brush to her. I'm gonna be dipping into these two colors here. I don't know how much this brush will pick up, but it usually picks up a lot of highlight, so I'm gonna go off that. Definitely not using as much product as NIKKIE is. Okay, this is working. We're getting somewhere. I'm doing something right. Did she not pull this around her face? Okay, she has a slightly flat brush that is a little bit fluffy. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush right here. It seems similar to what she's using.
Still on. Right here, taking a little bit more of a button nose. Okay, that was a little much.
NIKKIE, I don't think your contouring is gonna help my big ass nose. All right, now take a big ass powder brush and go over that to blend it, I guess.
Right here, this is by Verdile. It's the NIKKIE Glam Compact Deluxe Bronzing Powder number 2, and this Morphe E3 brush. And I'm kind of going to use it as bronzer and blush.
What does it look like, NIKKIE? I don't know if it's shimmery or matte, So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a slightly shimmery one. I'm gonna use my Balm Cosmetics Betty Luminizer. She's taking a bit of a tapered fluffy brush. I'm gonna use this one from Crown Pro, and let's see where she places this. She's taking it pretty far down over her cheek and up and back into the hairline. Okay, I have a big ass forehead. NIKKIE has a pretty big face, but it's kind of, no offense, but it kind of is symmetrical. I have a huge forehead compared to the rest of my skinny ass face, so I'm gonna bring this up to my temples just because I wanna make this look smaller. Okay, now NIKKIE is cleaning up her base with some more powder, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna help make that contour really sharp. I'm gonna go, it looks like she goes from like the corner of her mouth back. This is gonna look so cakey. All right, 5 more minutes left to this tutorial. 3 hours later.
So I'm gonna go back into that Jouer palette, and this color right here looks perfect to highlight with.
Okay, again, don't have that palette, so I'm gonna go back into the Ofra. I'm actually gonna use Blissful. NIKKIE brings this down pretty far onto her cheek. I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, now we can softly remove that powder.
Too fast. Okay, gotta wipe this away. I don't like that.
So I have these new Hourglass lipsticks right here.
Okay, kind of a pinky nude happening right now. I think I have something that's gonna work. This might be a little bit darker than what NIKKIE's using, but I'm gonna use the Kylie Jenner lipstick in Truffle. Ew, I hate how this smells. Ew! The whole floral roses smell isn't really my thing. This lipstick literally smells like a funeral home. I'm gonna leave it there before I mess it up even further. I'm actually gonna go in with one of Kylie's lip glosses, something that is a little bit more orange to put on top of this. I'm gonna use Candy K, just putting a little bit on the center of my lips, and then I think I'm just gonna pat it out. We're done, we made it, we finished the NIKKIE tutorial. I am going to set my face with some setting spray because, again, NIKKIE, you left the girl hanging and didn't tell us if you set your face or not. Okay, guys, literally 2 hours later, we are finally done. But that is all I have for you guys today. I had so much fun making this video for you guys today, and I hope you guys had fun watching it. If you liked it, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments if you guys would like to see me do some other Makeup Gurus tutorial. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button right down below before you leave. And until next time, bye guys!